Hello guys, welcome to another episode of XR Talk Show. Today we are going to talk about keyboards, keyboard layouts, keyboard layout diagrams, Russian layout, Germany layout, French layout, and ergonomic layout. So there's a lot things I did update. Keyboard layout, so we're going to talk about that and maybe code some JavaScript. So first of all, let me show you my keyboards. This is Svalbard, Svalboard, data hand. Search for data hand, you'll find it on the web, and you'll also find my review, my video review. So these are the magnetic switches. This is truly fantastic. Okay, Svalbard. I'm still learning it. I'll be typing on it down the road. And this is Glove 80. Okay, I also have a review. Fantastic, wonderful. This is Ultimate Hacking Keyboard. Great, fantastic. And including a mouse, you see. Okay, so let's begin. That's my keyboards. Let's begin to do the keyboard layout stuff. Okay, let me show you some very interesting things. Emacs, so I'm using Emacs, and this is, I'm using XR Fly keys. If you don't know already, search for my name, XR Fly keys. Fly. Okay, and you'll be more efficient than VI or Vim. And on the pink window is all my command names in Emacs and the keystrokes on the left. You can see. Can you see? Yes. Okay. Hello, guys. If you are here, say hi and donate. Okay. Now, I don't have YouTube video ads on for about a year. So if you watch my YouTube video, if it shows ad, let me know. Okay. It's not my ad. Google has been very corrupt. Even if you turn off ad, they add ads. I heard that happened, so I need confirmation. So if you see my video that has ads, let me know. I don't have none because I turned them all off. So if you want to donate me, PayPal. Okay, PayPal is the best. If you pay by live chat, Google takes half of it, about half of it, or 40%, something like that. So yeah, let's talk about keyboard layout. So fantastic. So let me show you guys. So you see, this is a keyboard layout diagram. You can find it, ergonomic keyboard layouts, on xarli.info. So we have, if you have questions, post it now. Okay. So you have the QWERTY. This is a heat map. So you can see. Can you see it? Yes. Okay. So you can see the QWERTY keyboard layout, and the bigger circle, that means that letter is most used more frequently. It's a heat map. So QWERTY, Dvorak, Colemak, these are the popular. Colemak and ergonomic layout. Colemak and Dvorak. So you see QWERTY is all over the place. So you see, N is one of the problematic key because you have to move your hand all the way diagonal, and A is on pinky. So Dvorak is better. It's the most frequently used characters online. Oh, okay. So let me do it again. So here, so that's QWERTY, Dvorak. You see what I add now? Now you can support French. For example, QWERTY. This is QWERTY for English heat map. Okay. Now I just added support for French, Pinyin, and Russian. So in French, it looks like that. You see, it's okay. So this is QWERTY in French, and Pinyin is a Chinese input system. You use English alphabets to input Chinese. It's the most popular Chinese input system used by like 90% of people. Chinese, a billion people, more or less. So Pinyin and Russian. So for Russian, I also added a Russian layout. So this is the Russian layout. So you can see the heat map for using the Russian layout to type Russian. So And let's go back to QWERTY, okay? QWERTY and English. Now, you see the question is, there's a common question about Dvorak versus Colemak. Which one is better? Okay, my claim is that they are about the same, okay? All of these, Dvorak, Colemak, QFML, Workman, Norman, Colemak, DH, Biko, all these are created by nerds, and they proclaim that my layout is more efficient than the other. But actually, not really. First of all, they all assume English. So if you are an English speaker, you never type, Chinese Pinyin or Russian or French or German language, any other, or Japanese, then yeah, maybe you optimize, just like tiny bit. I mean, even in English, if you type English all your life, all these claims that, this layout is better than the other is like minimal. Like, it really depends on what kind of text you type. If you type Shakespeare's text versus if you just type "Hi Mom," if you are a gamer, what the fuck you doing? They are completely different. So all these layout, minor differences. So for average people, if you don't know anything about layout, I would recommend you can stick with QWERTY, but QWERTY really sucks. Okay, but so Dvorak and Colemak is better. However, the issue with them is that if you go to the library or if you go to your friend's house, then you cannot touch type anymore. So it's a little bit inconvenience. If you go to your friend's house, then you have to, switch layout on his computer, things like that. So anyway, so what's new is the addition of Russian, okay? So that's the layout. Okay, so that's about that layout. So let me tell you some other news about layout in Emacs software keys. So, well, let me finish about the Russian. You see, the Russian layout, it's very inefficient. You see, the Russian layout, this is the standard Russian layout. There are like a couple, but the most popular is this one. It's from Microsoft Windows. If you change layout to Russian, it's this one. It's so you can see the most used letter. It's very bad. You see, the most used letters is the diagonal. Your hands have to go all the way there and there. Let me start my alarm clock. So Russian layout, very inefficient. And also another major problem with Russian layout is that if you are a programmer, if you are a Russian, you type Russian, and if you are a programmer, the Russian layout does not have all these symbols. The @ sign, the pound sign, the dollar sign, the caret sign, the and sign, ampersand, the vertical bar, pipe symbol, the square bracket, the curly bracket, the greater and less than. You see, you don't have those symbols because Russian has 33 letters, which is 7 more than English alphabet. So all the punctuations are used up. So you don't have those symbols. So what do you do if you want to type 3 greater than X? You have to switch layout. So it's a major inefficiency, major problem with the Russian layout. Okay, so there's this guy I highly respect. When I used to have comments on my blog, and this guy Yuri Kang, he's an expert in Python. He's also an expert in Emacs Lisp. You can see him on the GNU Emacs dev mailing list. At least used to. I'm not sure today. I think he's still there. But anyway, so I respect his opinions a lot. Usually he give expert opinions on many programming and programming language related issues. So he wrote a comment about how Russian, he's Russian, how Russian, the problems with Russian layout. So first of all, you don't have these symbols. So whenever you need to type them in a programming language, you have to switch layout. So, he goes into detail. So yeah, basically that's the issue. So that's a Russian layout. Okay, so now there are several things I did. The major upgrade for XAF keys. For those of you using Emacs, if you don't know what XAF keys is, it's a key binding, extremely efficient key binding system for Emacs. Emacs is editor, like the VS Code. So if you use Emacs, so you can try XAF keys. It's a model system more efficient than Vim, than VI, or NeoVim. More efficient, meaning that to type the same thing, you type less keystrokes. Okay, you can try it. I did it several times. The Vim Golf, you can try it yourself. You type less keystrokes to do the same thing. That's XAF keys. So I did a major restructure of the key layout system. So right now it supports, it supports all these layouts. A, D, and W, that's an efficient German layout for German language. AZERTY German. BPO is an efficient layout for French. Colemak, DH, Dvorak in grammar, which is a new efficient layout for English. Colemak, new efficient layout for English. And COI is an efficient layout for German, So it supports, and of course, QWERTY and QWERTY A, B, and T, which is a QWERTY used in Brazil, and QWERTY Norwegian. So what's new is that, so you can try it, okay? So if you are Emacs users, try it. So what I did new is that now the code, so let me show you here, XAF keys news. You see, before you used to do this. Okay, let me show you the code. Not EL, okay, XAF keys. News, yeah. So hold on a second. So go to there. If you have questions, type it, okay? Okay, so here is the old version of XAF keys. Let's see. You see, before a few days ago, when you want to add a new layout, you have to do this. So you need to create this kind of dictionary, key value pairs, to remap key. So you have the, for example, this Colemak layout, you have Colemak DHM angle layout, then you have Optimot layout, which is a very weird one. Someone wanted me to add it. But now it is, you do it just this way. So you just create a text diagram. So when you want to add a new layout, you just create this text diagram, and that's it. Okay, that's new in XAF keys. It's on GitHub, and also, so there are several additions of new layouts, and some of the old, some layout I removed because it's esoteric, nobody uses. So if you want to use a layout that's not here, you just add it yourself. So PT Navito is a efficient layout for Pucci keys used in Brazil. So there's also new, I don't know, I don't remember if this is new, Programmer's Dvorak, okay? What is it? Okay, okay, so the new thing is a Russian layout. So I know a lot of Russian people like my website, my Emacs stuff. So if you are Russian, now you know, it supports Russian layout. Okay, let's see the questions. What am I good? Am I doing good? Yeah, okay, so I forgot to move the camera to the left. So let's see the questions. WDYT, what does that mean? I'm not too familiar with the Zoom jargons. Here you go. Hi. Did you generate the heat map yourself? Yes. Yes, of course. So what we might do today is we might be creating a new layout. So you go to my XR keyboard blog, you go to the ergonomic key, layout. Okay, so you can see right now it supports. Okay, so let's add a beeple layout. Beeple is the most popular efficient ergonomic layout for French. Okay, so you can, but it's not here. Okay, so let's add a beeple layout. So for example, search for beeple. So you can see French ergonomic layout. You open it, go here. So for French layout, there are several efficient ones. The earliest one is Dvorak French, and then people improve it. So you got beeple. So beeple is the most popular. So that's how it looks like. So we're gonna add a beeple layout to this JavaScript application diagram, so that we can like pick French. Okay, so actually French, there's a mistake. This shouldn't be checked. Remove checked French, remove checked Pinyin. Yeah, so English should be the default. Show in browser. Yeah, okay. French, English, French, Pinyin. So one of the interesting question is, you know, so if you are thinking about Dvorak versus Colemak, so you see in English, this is the heat map for Dvorak. Wait, that's not right. So, you know, here's a heat map for Dvorak, and you switch to Colemak. You see Dvorak, Colemak, Dvorak. You see Dvorak got the L for your ring finger, and I mean for your pinky, that's bad over there, R and L. So these two fingers, that's not so good. But Colemak is improvement of that. But let's try French. Okay, so far that's English. Now let's see French, what happens. So this is Colemak in French. Okay, pretty good. It's Colemak in Dvorak in French. Okay, not so good. You see, yeah, so Colemak seems to be much better than Dvorak in French. Okay, but now let's try Pinyin. Okay, so this is Dvorak. Let's try Pinyin. So this is Dvorak for Pinyin. Pinyin is typing Chinese. Okay, so this is Pinyin in Dvorak, and in Colemak. Let's see, Dvorak, Colemak. So in Colemak, it's much worse. Pinyin in Colemak is far worse, because you see the home row for the left hand, it's all empty except the pinky. But now in Dvorak, it's much better. You see, so that's what very interesting thing about efficient layout, because all these efficient layout, basically they just optimize for English. So if you all your life you just type English, that's fine. But many people, type multiple languages. So that's an interesting issue. Okay, let's look at the comments. Let me finish answer the questions. Then we're gonna generate a Beeple layout. Do you use Dvorak with Pinyin? Yes. So what you can do is that, you click on keyboard search, go to my keyboard blog, Pinyin. So you can see, okay, so here's a Pinyin frequency, and you want to where's my Chinese input methods? Okay, let's go to Chinese input methods, and I didn't link it here. So there is an article, so let's go to. So basically on Microsoft Windows, when you switch to Pinyin, it's using the QWERTY layout for Pinyin. So, but you can change it to Dvorak by you go to Sali website, search, then search for Pinyin. Yeah, there. Windows set Chinese Pinyin to Dvorak layout. So you just run this in your in a terminal, in a Windows PowerShell, then you get the Pinyin layout. I mean the Dvorak layout for typing Pinyin. Okay, on the Mac it's very smart. So if you switch on the Mac, if you switch from QWERTY to Pinyin, then it's using QWERTY layout. But however, when you switch the layout, you were on Dvorak, then you switch to Pinyin, then the Pinyin is using the Dvorak layout for Pinyin. So Mac is very smart. Okay, so that's about that. And also, actually the best thing if you type Pinyin is just to buy a keyboard buy a programmable keyboard. So for example, my Glove 80, it's using Dvorak by default, so I don't have to switch, the Windows stuff. Okay, that's about that. So Norman seems to be the best one for different languages. Well, really, I haven't checked. Yeah, so one of the great idea about ergonomic keyboard layout is that you want a layout that's generic and best for, the top 5 most languages. So let's look at Norman. So here's Norman in English, okay. In French, pretty good. In Pinyin, not too bad, okay. And I also need to add Russian and Spanish here. Yeah, so that's something I need to do. Maybe we can do it live. So all you have to do to add a language is that, let's look at the code, okay. So for example, to add a layout, all you have to do is just add this text diagram. Now to add frequency, all you have to do is just add this basically JSON dictionary. So this is frequency for English. Here is the frequency for Pinyin. And here is the frequency for Russian. And here's the frequency for French. So I need to add one for German and Spanish, and maybe other, Finland, whatever, Denmark, whatever languages they use. Okay, so anything else? So let's go back to our talk show. Let's see if there's something else I wanted to say. Yeah, okay, that's it. Let's see. Oh yeah, so let's go back to look at the Norman layout. Norman layout. French, Pinyin. French, English. Okay, French. Now let's see Walkman. English, French. Now English and French are not much different. English, French. English, French. Okay, Pinyin. So why do you say Norman layout is the most efficient for different languages? Seems so. Anyway, Joman Molina, hello. How do you calculate the frequency? It's very common, okay? So if you want to calculate the frequency, you can just go to key binding design, layout design. So that's keyboard layout. There's a character frequency plot. So you can select all, delete, start, typing, and you get frequency chart. Okay, that's one way to do it. There's a application you can do it. You can type Chinese or Japanese, for example. Let's try Chinese. Let's try Japanese. Okay, so let's go to computer keyboards. Let's go to Wikipedia and let's go to Japanese language. There it is. Okay, then let's copy this text, copy it, go back to the page, select all, paste. There it is, the Japanese frequency. And right now it's excluding Chinese characters, but you can turn it back on. Okay, yeah, it doesn't show because top 30 only. Okay, so now it's so many. Top 30, no Chinese. Okay, that's a Japanese frequency. That's one way to, you can do that. Okay, German. So let's do a German one. Yeah, okay, let's do, because it seems, let's do a German one. So you want to know the German layout frequency. So one way to do it is you just find a German text. Let's say Alice in Wonderland. So suggest me what to search to find the German text. Something very popular German text. Actually, we go. So you guys suggest me, the keyword to search, because you cannot paste link. So you suggest me a German language text, like something very popular. But let's just do it via. Okay, no troll. Okay, no political trolling shit. So we go to keyboard layout and let's go to German language. Now this, I believe this is Danish. Okay, DH something. Okay, so here is German language. Let's copy that. You know, when you do layout analysis, usually you have the question, how many text, how many words is sufficient? Usually that doesn't matter much. Usually people try to, grab all the text like 1,000 books. Usually that doesn't matter much. So here is a German pasted. So here is the frequency for German layout. Okay, and you can copy that. Copy, paste that. So make them. Okay, so what is this? So you need to replace A to Z, replace A to Z by, let's just say replace a dot by that with a space. Okay. Okay, then you make this each one into a line. No. Then you replace space dot space by just dot. Okay, let's try again. Space dot space by dot. Okay, then you make it into a line like that. Okay, wait, so you need to, this is bad. Let's do it again. Copy, new, paste here. Now you query replace by each letter A to Z. When you find a letter, you replace it with adding a space. Okay, now it should be much better. Oh, you also need to add a space in front. Okay, so okay, do that. Then you make them into lines. Then you, okay. Okay, this is not efficient. Let's do it this way. That followed by that. Replace it by space that. Yes, yes. No. Do it again. Replace by let's do it again. Copy, select all, paste. Okay, now let's do this now. This time one shot. Each time you see a letter, then you add a space in front and add a space in on the right. Okay, yeah, wait, let's do it again. You add a new line in front. Okay, yeah, that's much better. So here is kind of the German character frequency. Now there's not enough text, so let's just copy the whole article, copy it, and paste it here. So now we got lots of text. Not limit to top 30. Okay, so copy that. No digit, no space, merge case, yes, no punctuation, no punctuation. Okay, no Chinese. Okay, copy that, copy, select all, paste. Okay, now let's do the query replace again. Okay, that's about that. Then all these 0 we don't care because they are too small. Oh, and there is some, you see those umlaut characters, they are not used frequently. Okay, that's basically the German character frequency. Okay, now you need to make this into a JSON format. So what we can do is replace space by, okay, then let's call a XOR command, square brackets, comma, okay. Now you need the comma here. Okay, so the whole thing is inside the bracket. So this is JavaScript syntax, and okay, so you need that there, and you don't need that. Okay, so this is frequency in terms of percentage for German language. Close. Let's go to the library. Okay, so you need to add that. So new German. Okay, that seems it. Let's see. Yeah, that seems it. Cut. Okay, now paste it here. Paste. Make a backup. Prettify the code. Compile TypeScript to JavaScript. That's it. Close that. Search for French. Now we need to add German here. Showing browser. So now we got German. Let's try it. So QWERTY, French, German. Fantastic. Let's see. English, French, German. Wait, why is it so? Okay, so in German language, E is not huge outliers, because in English, E is like far more used than the rest. In French, it's even more so. And in German, it's more fairly distributed, the top 5 most frequently used characters. So let's go to the statistics again. So in German, the E is 9.5%. In French, E is 14%. Okay, in English 12%. Okay, so in German the E is just 9%. Okay, so we got German. Okay, now we added a new language. Now let's add new layout for German. There's also German language efficient layout for German language. Let's go there. Yeah, so there it is. So we need to add Neo. Let's add Neo for German layout. Then let's add Beeple for French layout. You didn't pick the umlaut thingies. You know, it turns out in these umlaut, they are not used. You see, I mean, they are not used much. You see, this A umlaut, AUO. So many German keyboard, they have dead keys for those umlaut. It's kind of inefficient because they are not really used much. Oh, using Wolfram language. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, I kept forgetting about how Wolfram language has all these built in. So all you have to do is, if you want to know the frequency of a language, let's do it. Let's run it. Fantastic. So does it agree with so let's do that in table form. So this part is we have English, German, Spanish. Okay, so English, German. This table form is not so good. Okay, I need to actually understand the code. So let's do that. Wolfram language mod. So we have language data. Okay, language data, then you map it to, so let's turn this code into the normal way so people can understand. Okay, so this code, so this part is a function. Wait, this yeah, so this part is a function. Let's write it out. Here is the expression, and here that's the x. So this way people understand what it means. Okay, that's a function. Then this means map. Okay, so map this function to this list. Okay, we don't need the level, so that is the code. So we map a function, so you can see if you run this, let's copy that, make it one line, run the current line. And here is the output. Quantity, Wolfram language return this fancy quantity thing. So this is a quantity of a number 12.7, and it's a percent. Okay, I don't like that. So anyway, so you got the English frequency. Let's copy that. Let's see what it paste. Yeah, this annoying quantity thing. Just get a number. Yeah, you can easily do that. You can easily do that by, let's see. Yeah, so you apply a function. Actually, we don't. You simply replace okay, replace what happened? Replace quantity, a number, and anything by just n. That's much better. So now we copy that, select all, paste. Fantastic. Now remove the outer bracket, so we got each one, and remove that, rechange that by a new line. Okay, so this is English, German, Spanish. So German, okay, in German actually E is much higher. Yeah, so the reason our data is because it's only 2 paragraphs. I mean, it's just 1 page of Wikipedia. So actually, this is more appropriate German. Okay. So let's use this. Okay. So you need to convert this to the JavaScript JSON format. Okay. Okay, so replace that by a comma and add square bracket and comma. Oh, and wait. We don't want the ending comma. Comma, new line, replaced by just new line. Okay. Now add square bracket and comma. Okay. Now cut all, square bracket, paste. Okay, I think that's it. Cut. Go back here. Go back to our JavaScript code. So the German should be this. ETAOI. Okay, ENTI. Okay. So remove that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Prettify the code. Fantastic. Okay. Compile JavaScript. TypeScript to JavaScript. Now close that, close that, close that, close that. XR Talk Show. Go to the layout. Now we got German, French, German. Oh, so German, in German, E is actually used a lot. So in English, E is 12%. In German, E is 16%. Oh my God, is that true? Let's see. German character frequency. Wikipedia usually have that data. Letter frequency. So you want German. Text English. They have German. There it is. So magnify. So English, you need to turn on JavaScript. So English 12, French 14%, German 16%. So in German, E is actually far more used. Okay, so let's go back. Wow. So in German language, E is actually far more used. French. Wait, did I refresh? English, French, German. Oh, but in German, I mean, it's far more used, but however, so is the second most frequently used. Let's close that. Let's go to here. So in German, E is 12, T is 9. Yeah, okay. So anyway, anything else? Wolfram language is general purpose. I mean, I did so much Wolfram language videos, so you should watch it. Okay. I mean, I talked so much about Wolfram language, and so, okay. So let me just show that quickly. Yeah. So I did a lot Wolfram language coding for the advent of code. So you just search YouTube advent of code. So for example, here's a Wolfram language tutorial. You can see how do you do comment, how you do print, how you do string. You know, so it's just like a Python, Ruby, Java, JavaScript. It's just a different language. So you can do mathematics with it too, solve equations, integrals, matrices. But it's also the most general purpose and very extremely high level. So, you know, I did so many videos. So, you know, you can watch it by, for example, tutorials. So these are actually some old videos. So there's a lot. I did a advent of code, Wolfram language. Okay, so advent of code is not mathematics, and but I did, you know, lots of videos using Wolfram language to solve that. There it is. Okay, so we talked for almost an hour. So now we add a new layout. Yeah, let's add a German layout. Okay, so let's add a German layout. So you need to go to the German layout page. So Beeple is French. Okay, so let's go to German. So go to German layout. You want to German keyboard ergonomic layout. That's right. Go there. And yeah, Neo. Okay, so let's add Neo. So first of all, you need to add the ASCII diagram, which I already did. So here is the Emacs syntax for Neo. Copy, close, and you need to turn it into this JavaScript syntax. Okay, so create a new, paste it here. Let's start to work on this. So JavaScript syntax, you need that's a template string, and delete that, cut, paste. Okay, and template string, you need to escape that. Now go to Xar JavaScript mod to get the color, syntax highlighting. Okay, that's it. So this is Neo layout. That's right. So I believe then you need a comma here, cut, close, and add here. Okay, and so let's go alphabetical. So let's put it where n is minimax, so right here. Paste it and copy that, paste. Okay, so let's make the format same as the other. I think that's it. Now prettify the code. Fantastic. Try it again. Prettify the code. Fantastic. Compile to JavaScript. Fantastic. So now we support Neo. Now this should be just Neo, not Neo 2. Okay, compile it, close. Okay, now let's go to the keyboard layout, add a Neo here. So Neo is non-English, so let's add it here. Russian, Neo. Show in browser. Neo, fantastic. So let's try. Fantastic. So this is Neo layout. Now Neo is for German, right? So let's click German. It should be improvement. Okay, now when we click on this, it should be improvement. Do it. Oh, okay, not that different. Kind of improved, yes. Okay, not that different. English, German. Now let's go to Dvorak. English, German. Okay, so wait. English and German, wow, so they actually do not differ that much. Let's see, Colemak, English, German, they don't differ that much as far as character frequency goes, but the bigram and trigram may be different. Okay, I think that's it for today. Anything else? Okay, so now we added Neo. Let's add so here are the layouts, and non-English layouts. Russian Colemak Neo. And now let's add, so, and this part is English, French. Okay, add Spanish. Okay, so let's add Spanish. We can trust this Wolfram thing. So Spanish is just that. Copy. Okay, now we can do this quickly. Okay, so we need them to be in JavaScript format, so that becomes comma. Okay, and the comma, new line, change to new line. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Space, remove space. Okay, then do it. Okay, so Spanish. Okay, that's it. Double check. Yeah, good. Close. Now go to the JavaScript. Search for frequency. Okay, that's what we need. So Russian, Spanish, French, German. Let's add here. So Spanish. Okay. Cut, paste. Okay, I believe that's it. Prettify the code. Fantastic. Now it works. Now we need to kind of organize them into alphabetical. So E, P, R, F. Okay, so French needs to go top. E, F, G. Okay, let's not worry about it. Let's just prettify the code, compile it, close it, search for French. Okay, now add Spanish here. Okay, now we need to kind of make them English. Spanish is the second most used language. I mean, Chinese is first, then English, then Spanish, then German and French. I don't know about the same. And actually, Pinyin is far more used. But anyway, let's leave it at that. So there it is. So QWERTY, English, and Spanish. Okay, significant different. English, Spanish, French. There we have it. See, the Spanish have accents, so the frequency may be higher. So let's see, English, Spanish. Okay, yeah, so the accent, you know, yeah, so there is, you know, there's, but compared to characters without accent, those accented characters are still relatively much less used. Let's see. Spanish, you see. So, the most frequently used is O with a acute, I think. Oh yeah, so native speakers, Spanish is second. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys, we shut down. So fantastic, we great, we added these. I have been wanting to know this for a long time. Let's see. Okay, let's put German on top. Let's go alphabetical, FG, so French, German. Okay, predefine the code, compile, no error. Fantastic. Show in browser. Fantastic. English, Spanish, English, Spanish. Let's see, Dvorak, English, Spanish. Oh, Spanish, you see A and E are very frequent. English, Spanish, French, German. Bye.